Hey, what's up everyone, Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be breaking down Aaron Donald in the first 10 yards, and we're going to start the video right now. This is the newest edition of the Performance Lab.
Reach your individual goals. You don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video. Let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become.
All right, so with everything going on with the combine right now, I thought, it'd be cool to be able to take a look at Aaron Donald just because, he's one of the most explosive linemen. There's a couple guys that have been doing well, but, recently here, Tyquan Thornton, he ran a 4.21 that got moved to 4.28, and I just thought, it'd be interesting to see how fast he is in comparison on Aaron Donald. So we're going to go ahead and, just take a look at that and just be able to get an idea of, just how explosive Aaron Donald is. Now, remind you that Aaron Donald's about 6'1", 285, and Tyquan Thornton is about 6'3", 180. Okay, so just to get an idea from the number perspective, so we can see here, he's landing with that first step at about 1.53 seconds, and we got Tyquan Thornton landing at 6.43 seconds. Okay, and then we'll transition off the ground to 1.73, right? So he spends 0.2 seconds on the ground on that step. And we got 6.3 here, right? So they spent the same amount of time on that first step. Okay, let's take a look at the second step. I already did a breakdown on Tyquan Thornton, so you can find out a little bit more about this, in that already. But if you haven't seen that, you could just take a look at this one. 1.76 is where Aaron Donald lands here. And he's off at 1.96, right? So another 0.2 there. Off at 0.86, another 0.2. 3.06, 2.06. Off at 0.20. And lands at about 5 yards, right? And then we're going to go here. Okay, he's landing at 6.9. He's off at 0.06, 7.06. And he's also landing at about 5.5 yards, right? And so I just think that it's amazing to see the similarities here, right? And how fast these two guys are. And based off of the clock, do we have a clock here? No, it doesn't look like we got a clock. So it's not, yeah, this is going to be something that we see. So he ran a 4.6. Right, we got 5. We'll just go here. 6. Sorry, that's 4. 5, 6, 7. So he easily cleared 7 yards in 10 steps, right? And say did Tyquan Thornton, Tyquan Thornton was probably closer to 11 yards within those 7 steps. But I just think it's amazing to see the explosiveness that Aaron Donald has, right? The ability to really stay up on the balls of his feet. He's a little bit more flat-footed than we typically see with those skill guys, right? We can see that second step. He's a little flat-footed there, but he's just able to get those knees up so well and has so much flexibility within, those legs, and you can see how big his legs are. Remind you, he's 285 pounds, and he's running 4.6, right, in the 40. And I recently did, and this is laser time, so I recently did breakdowns with some of the high school teams in the area, and we didn't have anybody. It's all laser time as well, or I guess censored time, and we didn't have anybody run 4.6. Everyone was running 4.7. So the fastest guys on a lot of the high school teams were running 4.7. Now, they're obviously not near as technically sound, so when they can start to get really good technique, they'll be able to run faster 40s like what we're seeing here in the NFL. But, the big thing is just getting an understanding of how explosive guys like Aaron Donald are. And, the way that he's able to get explosive is to get those hips underneath him. Right, he's not leaving those hips back behind. And he's also really good at getting out with those arms, right? See how his arms are getting out in front? He's not reaching those arms up. He's getting out in front with those arms. So, some of the mistakes that I see with linemen is, they're just not able to maintain a lot of stability within the ball of their feet, within their ankles, right? They're not able to move their arms very fast, right? Not able to coordinate their arms and their legs very well. And they leave their hips too far behind. So if you're a lineman and you're trying to get, overall more explosive, those are some of the main things that you want to be able to do. And that's what we're doing within the 40 program. We're helping you understand, not only how to run a faster 40, but also how to be able to maximize your running technique and understand how to use your body to be able to generate the most amount of force and where you have wasted motion. Because once you can start to understand where you have problems within your technique, that's going to be the key thing that's going to help you improve. right? It's not about the, crazy speed program. There's plenty of speed programs out there. It's really being able to connect to where in your technique you have the issues. And that's where you can make the most improvement, at least in my opinion, right? And so when you come in and you subscribe to my channel and do my programs, you're really looking to get an understanding of how, from a technical perspective, you can get better. And that's what we do within our programs. We put a focus on how we can develop your technique, which to me, ends up making it so you can make the biggest difference. There's a lot of people that are genetically gifted, that are able to run fast, just based off of, some of the fast twitch fiber that they, inherently got. And then there's a lot of people that have to learn how to get fast and learn how to use their body more effectively. And this program will really make it so you could do that. So if you want to learn a little bit more about it, go ahead and click the link down below. You can check out the description. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, you can leave those down below. And we'll talk to you soon.